Just a bit of background. I started working in construction 2001. I always worked in construction, different roles. I started doing automation, actually learn more when I was working in BIM. The team lead, he was very good with JavaScript, Dynamo, and that was the first time I've seen something like that. Then it was completely amazing. And then I kept going, doing those things. So yeah, I presented my master's degree. This was about that, this Dynamo, using Point Cloud. Then I presented the BIM Coordinator Summit, something like this kind of same subject. And then it moved more into start integrating more programming and then integrating AI into like my programming. So because I have limited programming skills, so I know a bit, but I can't write. And now we have AI, so make it even easier to do things. Okay, so let's go. What's the challenge? We have complex projects and big projects with big numbers. Of course, like automation. To pay off the time you take in automating things, you need to have like a big case. So it's more applicable for us in data centers, industrial facilities, so big projects. And those projects are also the size and the complexity. You have many disciplines, how they interact with each other. And then like if you run flash detection in a small project, you're going to have maybe hundreds of flashes. When you go to a project of this size, you have thousands every week, and you have to update over every week to need to give any new update. So it's very complex. And of course, the deliverables, like there are massive number of deliverables, drawings, models, specifications. So it's a huge amount of data. So how you check that, how you make sure the information, correct information is getting the correct people. Okay, so why should we automate? I think for me, because I find it boring to do stuff with that. Okay. So of course, if you can get things you will do in days, weeks, and then turn into hours, that's just saving time, saving money. And if you're saving time and money and you have better results, you can think better about those results, and then you even have time to say, okay, I didn't like this result, I'm going to try again in another way, because you have more time, you can do it whenever. Like if you're doing manually, you took a week to get to a result, then you don't have time anymore to do any refining, so it leads also to better results. So again, I'm not a programmer by training, civil engineering, then I work in BIM, then I started using those tools. At the beginning it was just Dynamo, and then started Python. Now we have other tools, like I don't know if you heard about, it's make.com and Power Automate, and there are other tools, like they are kind of similar to Dynamo, they're like building blocks, you connect them, and then you get some automation, and it applies not just for Revit, or it applies to anything, emails, whatever you have. But again, like you might say, that's a bit intimidating, and how do we do it? So you can have more help if you start asking questions, and now you have an assistant. So at the beginning, people when I started using the AI, it was just to ask questions and previous tasks. But you can do much more than that. So you can ask for like a bit of scripts. You can, if you don't know how to do a dynamic script, you can say, I have this situation, and what are the nodes I use? And then you can start getting help. So I think it's more like you get the AI in the backseat, and then that's your system. So if you're not using the paid version, it's free. If you're paying version, let's say ChatGPT is $20. So $20, and you have someone sitting with you, and you go along. Okay, now it's one of the case. So usually we have to look at data compliances. So our clients they want drawings. They want models and they want drawings, unfortunately. So it's a lot of PDFs, and you need to make sure they are correct version. They are whenever they're updated, and if all the information is correct, their name and so on. Okay, so how can you check that? You can open each drawing and look at them. Okay, so that's what most people can do, or you can create some automation and then check those things. Let's say for this example here, that's something that we do. I'm not making up. That we check, let's say, these 6 parameters on drawings, like a project name, drawing number, code. So after a quick look, you would say, okay, I have to look here, I have to look here, I have to look here, and all of those, they have to match what is the specification for that delivered package. Okay. It's very boring and tedious to do that, and it's prone to mistake. What people usually do, they do spot check, get them here and there. Okay, did I get anything wrong? Seems wrong. Go. But then you're taking chances. Okay, so how do we do this? Let's say again, just an example of this model validation, title block validation. 6 parameters. That was deliverable last week, 704 drawings. That would be 4,000 checks. If we take 30 seconds per check, that would take 36 hours, so that would be easily a week, every day working the same deliverable. No stop, no every day. So good luck. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so how we solve this? We use OCR to read PDFs. So OCR, optical character recognition. It's basically that thing we have been training AI, we training softwares. Every time you go to the website, I do a robot, and then they give you a little capture, then you type the numbers. That's what we trained them for. So it's fair they gave it back now. So those are OCR. They can read the information on the image, the PDF, then export Excel, analyze data, and export results. Okay. So in this case, we are using Bluebeam. They have a very good tool, OCR. It's not perfect. You need to check. Sometimes it reads wrong, but most of the job is correct. So Bluebeam reads the PDFs, then export to Excel. And at this point, you could stop. Let's say, I want to look at the Excel. You could look at the Excel. It's much easier than you open all the 700 drawings. But let's say, I don't want to do that. So, because I get distracted and then we get it wrong. So what I did was a JavaScript web application that I load my report from Bluebeam, and then I type the parameters I'm expecting. So, okay, I'm expecting revision number P02, date 22nd February, and so on, all the 6 parameters I'm expecting, and then the website checks that. Can I write JavaScript? No. I did a course in LinkedIn Learning 6 hours just to understand how websites work, and then I went to ChatGPT and asked for how can I give me the script, and then start interacting until you get to this point. Okay, so, and then to host the application, I use Netlify. That can be for free as well. You just drag and drop JavaScript, CSS file that I got from ChatGPT, and there you go. You have the website live with a link for free, and then you can share it with colleagues, and they can use. That's what we're using there. So I didn't do the code. AI did. Okay. Then export the results. So when I export the results, and we get this table, we say right, wrong, and when it's wrong, and say what is not correct. Yeah, it was a gift, and this was moving. That's I need to. Yeah, because it was a gift here. You can't see the application. don't have power.
Is it a video? Something?
It's a GIF that in the PowerPoint it works. That's because it's the browser. You can't see. Yeah, we don't have this here. No. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's where I was looking for. Power here. Let me just bring it. Yeah. Because it's a GIF, so it's not a video, but it doesn't work on the browser. Anyway, so that's the application.
So Rubens, while we wait, have you had any pushback from your company using AI, or are you doing it under the radar, or socializing? What's the temperature that you like it?
No, at the beginning, when you start using, and then was like everybody talking, then the CEO was talking with the managers, but they act very quick, and so they hired company to give course. So we had an epic day.
Yeah.
So it was Ethos epic day, which is everybody in the room, like the stadio. Then we had a whole day which is about AI, and they talked about like the risks, like the opportunities, and then start doing. So now we're doing course for each group, like small groups and sections. Still, like, it's a learning process. because like if we deal with sensitive data, so we can't, like for example, I can't do that suggestion, like connect the AI to the model and then ask questions to the model, because our model is sensitive.
No.
Yeah, that's the application. So it's you load the file and then add parameters there. When you click process report, you get the report, and then you can export to Excel and send it to a new one. This one is for a Clash report. So I know that Navisworks can do a Clash report, but that's not what it's about. I need to report clients, I need to report directors if they don't care about how many clashes I have. What they really want to know is, okay, don't give me those fuzzy reports with a lot of pictures, images. They don't want that. What they want is something like this. It's a chart, say, okay, is my project going well? Are you developing well? That's it. But to get from this to this, so I was, okay, how can I do that? So again, I got a sample file and then went to ChatGPT, loaded there, said, okay, I have those reports like these. I want to have a chart at the end. So my inputs, my desired outcome, what can you do for me? What are your suggestions? So I got those HTML files from Navisworks. Then say, that's what I want. I want a chart, simple, easy to understand. And then I say, I gave a sample, that's how it should look like. So, well, because I was using Excel, and that's like related to my skills, like other person could do that another way, so I'm more like an Excel. I say, create a VBA script. Again, I asked the AI to create a VBA script for me, and that's what it gave me the script. So again, did I write any of those lines? No. I just understand that there is an option there I can use, and then I know how to connect, how to add the plugin, I add the script there, and then play. And then we got the result. Again, this one will be the image, a little video showing how it was done. So when you click the import clashes, they import all the clashes into the same Excel, and the second one summarize them, then the creator gets all the active clashes and organized, so then you have all the numbers together. The third one is the model elements. We have models that go, let's say, it's a real number example. So we start a project with 100,000 elements in the model, and then at some point nearly 500,000. So how can you check information on those elements? So again, you can do a schedule and then a spot check, but it's very boring and then it's very time consuming and prone to mistake. And I have to do that every week, so I don't want to do that every week. So I take one of the weeks not doing instead of doing creating automation from that. So what I did, I used Dynamo and with Python script. Okay. So I got all the models and created a rapid federated model linking all the models into one place. So it means that I don't have to open all the dozens of other disciplines. Then this is, I'm trying to push those time and jumping a bit. You all know that if you have reliable information, if you have a reliable model, you can have a quantity takeoffs, like reliable, like if you check it, no duplications, if you know what the data is correct, you can take like quantity, energy analysis, 4D, so that's all you know. So again, I got all the models through the cloud, they are all collaborated. Then create a federated model, so like now I'm connecting the information so I can pull the information through my federated model, and then Dynamo. So I was struggling a bit with them to say. So then I asked ChatGPT, can you create me a Python node that does this part of the script that's not working? I didn't know exactly how to get there. There you go. My AI again gave me the Python script. It's not like just first time work. That's not what I'm saying here. It started the process and they say, oh, there's an error here, back and forth, but at some point it works. And then export the results to Excel. I can give the results to my other disciplines so they know exactly what they're missing. They have the element ID, they have everything. So I get a report that anyone can check and then deliver an update. Yeah, this would be the script. So the script is not that, sometimes you see in the huge scripts. No, it's not, because the heavy lift is done in the Python node. If you open the Python node, there is a script there that the AI created. So what are keys to deliver that? So we need standards, we need team collaborations. So it's not possible to get any of that if we don't have standards. If the team's not on board, say, okay, we are trying to do some automation here, you need to comply with these rules. And they're very boring, but we're going to save time with that. And we need the tools. So I'm not saying you have to have like a deep knowledge in any of that, but now you can just have like a kind of shallow knowledge and then ask your assistant to help you. Okay, so that's just something like people say, oh, I'm too busy to learn. Yeah, okay, so still using or something. And it's just to remind you what the BIM manager can do, and then your BIM manager with more power. So yeah, if you want to keep talking, like please connect me in LinkedIn, in the message, and keep the conversation going. Thank you.